everyone, and welcome to a new video where we're going to talk about the amazing dinosaurs. Inside this box, we have a lot of different specimens to learn their names and their characteristics. Here we can see some of the figures that are with us. Let's open the box to see everything that's inside. Voila, look! There are a lot of different figures. Let's take them all out to see what they're like, and let's see which one comes out first. And it looks like it's a feathered dinosaur. As you can see, this specimen really stands out because of its feathers, especially because of the colors it had. It was a bipedal dinosaur that walked on its hind legs. Though it had long feathers on its front legs, this specimen couldn't fly. What it could do was glide a little. It could make big jumps and glide, but it wasn't able to take off.
The figure comes on this platform. I like it.
To be able to make it stand and be much more stable, we're going to bring its tail feathers closer. As you can see, the feathers were much longer, and they really remind me of peacock feathers. We can also notice on its head that it had a crest of feathers at the back, and a strong beak that, although it wasn't very long, was very strong and powerful for eating. Let's go. It would pull up plants and eat them. Impressive. The first one around here. Let's see which one is next. Wow. Well, we have a specimen that I'm sure all of you already know, especially because it's very famous. Many fossil remains of this specimen have been found throughout history. As you can see, it had a crown-shaped skull, but the most striking feature is the large horns it had on its head. Also, as is characteristic of some herbivores, we can also notice this strong beak. It used it to dig for food underground. I also love the figure, since the horns have a metallic effect. We can already see that they shine a lot. Up close, we can even see the detail of its tongue, and it comes with some colors that I love. Also, it's an articulated figure. We can move the legs and the head up and down. As you know, they use this big head to defend themselves from predators. They would give big headbutts, especially using their two front horns. Impressive, right? It lived on planet Earth during the Cretaceous period more than 65 million years ago, and they could weigh approximately 2 tons. We'll leave it here. Let's continue with a different one. And we have a pretty big figure, very different from the previous ones. I love this one, because we can really develop our motor skills. As you can see, it's assembled in pieces, and it comes with these screws that we can use with a screwdriver to put it together and take it apart as many times as we want. This time we have a Dilophosaurus. I already assembled this carnivorous dinosaur in previous videos. You can find it on the channel if you want to watch it. It arrived in pieces, and with patience, we assembled it. What can I say about this dinosaur? Well, it's one of the first large carnivores that existed on planet Earth. It was characterized by the crests it had on the top of its head. According to researchers, these crests were different in shape and size depending on whether they were male or female. As you can see, it also had a powerful jaw full of sharp teeth to be able to eat large prey. Regarding its size, it could reach about 9 meters in length and approximately 2 meters or so in height, like an adult, like a human adult. We can also see that it was bipedal. It walked on its hind legs, while its front legs were quite small. Here in this figure, it only has 2 fingers on its front legs, but in reality, Dilophosaurus had more than 2 fingers. It used them to immobilize its prey and to bring food to its jaws. Also, I like this figure because we can open and close its mouth, as well as move its back legs. Another one over here. This Dilophosaurus lived on Earth during the Jurassic period, over 155 million years ago. And we continue with another different specimen. Wow, and it's not a dinosaur. It looks like we have another type of animal in this box. It's a super soft snake. It comes in different colors and it's really long. Plus, we can throw it, and that's super fun. There are a lot of different kinds of snakes. Some attack by injecting venom into their prey, and others immobilize their prey by strangling them with their strong tail. There are also snakes that are large, even gigantic, and others that are super tiny. If you see a snake, it's best to calmly walk away so it doesn't get scared. That way, we can avoid being attacked. And let's continue with another one. In this figure, we have a big Carnotaurus, but we only have its head, and the head was quite large. It could reach about 1 meter in length, more or less the same size as the head of the great Tyrannosaurus rex. However, the great Carnotaurus had the sides of its head flattened, so it could lighten its weight. As you can see, inside we have a stress ball filled with a bunch of colorful Orbeez, which makes it super relaxing. I'm going to vomit colorful Orbeez. A fun fact is that the Carnotaurus used its small horns to blind its opponents. It gets the name Carnotaurus because these horns are very similar to those of a bull. Which one is your favorite carnivorous dinosaur? For me, Carnotaurus is one of my favorites. And we continue with another one. We have a very famous herbivorous dinosaur. It's the great Carnotaurus. This herbivorous dinosaur had several ways to defend itself. First of all, with its large bony plates that were located on the top, that meant if a big carnivorous dinosaur came along, it could prevent it from sinking its fangs into the largest part of its body thanks to these bony plates. It could also defend itself with its 4 large spikes, swinging its tail side to side to protect and scare them away. That's why it had larger and more robust hind legs, since it needed to have a lot of strength in the back. Another interesting fact is that it had a slightly long body, and its head was very small compared to the rest of its body, which could reach about 9 meters in length when it became an adult. We have only a few animals left inside the box, but we have an impressive dinosaur, especially because of this figure. It's a dinosaur from the Jurassic World movie, and its name is Quilmesaurus. I also love it because it includes all the details. We can appreciate its scaly skin, different colors, and we can also move its front arms and back legs. But the best part is that it comes with a wound. We have 2 scratches here. It looks like it fought with another dinosaur, but if we press the hidden button on the top, look, the wound appears and disappears. On the other side, it has 3. It looks like a dinosaur stuck its big claws in here. Also, I love the figure because we can open and close the jaw, revealing its entire palate, its tongue, and its sharp teeth. We can even rotate the head 360 degrees. Impressive. Here's another one. I'm seeing some very interesting animals here. Look at something very different from everything we've seen before. This is a fictional horse, not just any horse, since as you can see, it still has all its skin. It's like a Dalmatian dog, completely white, with all these little black spots. I don't know if a horse like this actually exists, but I've never seen one. I love it. The figure is really good. As you can see, it's quite heavy, and it comes with all the details. Horses are very majestic animals. They have great strength. I'm sure all of you have seen one in real life. They're impressive. Here we have another dinosaur. It's a dinosaur from the family of the great Ankylosaurus. As you can see, it's an armored dinosaur. It was also called the Cretaceous armadillo, since its body was very similar to that of an armadillo dinosaur. The entire upper part of its body was covered with small spikes, and also, its skin was very thick, almost unbreakable. It also had a long tail, but unlike the Ankylosaurus, this specimen did not have a large ball or club. Instead, it had spikes all along the outer sides. It's also a soft figure that we can squish. The inside is filled with cork balls. It was a herbivorous dinosaur. It fed on vegetation. And we have one last one to see. We have another small dinosaur, a baby that seems to be very young. It's a carnivorous dinosaur. We can see its small fangs coming out of the upper jaw. What I like most about this figure is that it's also articulated, and, as you can see, it comes with an optical effect in its eyes. If we move it, its pupil follows us. Super cool! We can also notice the small crest it has on the top. And now, if we're done with today's video, here are all the animals we've met. If you like this video, you can help me by giving me a super like, a thumbs up. And I invite you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. And now, if I say goodbye, I'll see you in the next video with more amazing animals. Goodbye, friends. A big kiss, moi.